Okay, so several years ago, I renovated this garage. When I did, I took out all the old studs, but I saved them. And now they're all out here in my garage, and I'm picking through them now, and these are the ones I'm gonna build the top of the table with. So I'm gonna use the reclaimed wood from this garage to make the top of the table. Here we go. Problem is, all these boards combined is about 2 inches too long going this way. So I gotta rip each of them just a little bit because I don't want to cut just one board off, then it won't look symmetrical. After you cut them all to length, lay them all out to make sure you get the pattern that you want. Use my big giant belt sander here, 40 grit sandpaper, but here's a little trick, watch this. If I sand this way, it's actually gonna pull the board and have it fly there. So when you sand something like this, I set up a little sanding spot, since I gotta do a lot of them. You screw down a little piece of wood like this, as long as it's lower than this piece, now I can sand, and it goes right over the top of it. There we go! The good thing about sanding by hand is that you get the exact texture that you're looking for. Here are all the 2x4s, side by side, cut to length, and sanded. And that's just a light sanding, but such a natural beauty. Check it out. Old Heart Pine. That's no stain on there or anything. No stain, no varnish, no poly. That's just a natural wood. Beautiful. I've had these old porch posts for several years, so I'm going to cut 4 legs from different areas on the post. Okay, I've got the porch posts cut to length. I got all 4 of them cut to length. And to sand these little crevices here, you can buy these little sanding blocks like this, and they're actually spongy. But I like to put a little bit of a rougher sandpaper on it, so I got a 60 grit here. And I don't want to over sand it, so the sponge allows it to give down inside the cracks. That way I preserve some of the paint if I want to keep that look, because after all, these are antique and I kind of want to keep them that way. I'm setting up these legs to see how they look the best on the table, because they're all not the same. They're actually 4 different shapes, so you kind of got to figure it out based on which way the table's facing. Okay, I have officially got the approval from Dawn. So those the top and the bottom, I took out of literally when I rebuilt this garage. I replaced all of those vertical 2x4s with these. Pulled these out and put those in. There's the scrap. When I pulled those off the wall, they look like that. And now those old porch posts I had for, gosh, a long time. So there it is, old Heart Pine. Going in the living room, Heart Pine with, gosh, at least 75-year-old posts that I had. And left the old nail holes, as you can see. Those nail holes right there were actually part of this shop that held up the siding. So a little bit of history there. Pulled them out of the shop, made them into a coffee table. A booyah! A booyah!